Hello everybody, this is Carmen with Elemental Designs, and today I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing, which I normally don't do here on my channel, but I'm really excited. I think this is something that I've been waiting for a little bit. This is an auction that I got off of eBay for an item that I really wanted, and I'm going to go into a little bit of backstory as to why I needed this. But first, let's get the box open. I've opened up the sides, but let's go ahead and open up the top. Sorry for all the racket. And let's see. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, we're super excited. Yes, you guys, my box is empty now. And okay, this is an intelligent 3D pen. For those of you that don't know what a 3D pen is, it's a pen that allows you to create 3D items by melting filament, which is a plastic, and I actually have one here. It's a plastic that you feed through a pen. So let's get into this and see. And I got this, you guys, for $8. Can you believe it? Now, a funny story about how this came to be is that I went on the Wish app, and I'm going to give a full review as far as my experience with the Wish app in a later video, but to just kind of give you a little bit of backstory as to how I ended up with this pen here. What happened is that I had ordered, I went on the Wish app, and Wish app has discounts, like they offer you discounts, stuff like that, and some things you can find at a really great deal. But the one drawback is a lot of things you have to pay for shipping, which is makes you kind of pay double sometimes for the item that you would get for free shipping in another app, let's say eBay or even AlieExpress sometimes. But I was looking for a 3D pen because I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube. Sorry about the noise. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube regarding the 3D printing pen and kind of like you know what it does. And I've just been like in love and wanting to try this for quite some time. Now, the one that I was getting off of Wish was more of a generic one, but I paid my price. The listing claimed that it was going to be a 3D printing pen. It didn't mention anything about it being a filament, but instead of getting a pen, this is what they sent me. They sent me what you put in the pen. So total false advertisement, and I you know, I read everything. I read the description. I read what was included. I read all of that. And then I pretty much ended up getting this, and I didn't have a pen to use this with. So fed up, you know, I was like, okay, let me go back to eBay, because you know eBay never really does me wrong, and when I do have an issue with eBay, I can easily resolve that issue. So I went on eBay and when looking for prices on 3D printing pens, and stumbled upon an auction that was ending, and nobody was bidding. So the starting price was $8, and that's what I got it for. Yay, go me. So this is a Tecboss intelligent 3D pen. Let's open this up and see what this looks like. This is going to be my first time trying this out, and this packaging seems to be pretty much new, and it gives me a code, and this is the brand, Tecboss, and it even comes with 12-month guarantee, so I'm definitely going to make sure that I fill that information in. And let's see here. So okay, this is what the pen looks like, and I see that it's got a USB port, and it's got some buttons here on the top, and I think this is kind of like an exhaust to allow maybe the heat to filter through. So I have little vents on both sides of the pen. There seems to be 2 indicator lights on the top of the pen as well. I think this actually feels really nice on my hands. I'll have to see how it feels like when it's on and it's actually heating up and everything like that. But It actually came with, I got for $8, I got the pen, and I also got the box of the 3D pen filament. So we're gonna open that in about a minute. But I've been wanting to get this because, you know, being a person that loves to create like art and stuff like that, my mind was like all over the place as far as to all the different things that I can do. And it also comes with like these little finger nibs. Maybe my finger's a little bit too big for that. But some finger nibs, and I think this goes this way. Yes, this kind of goes that way. And I think this is kind of like not only for protection but also for molding. And I also have some other ones that I have here that was gifted to me by my friends. So now I have a set of protector nibs here. And then, okay, so it actually comes with 2 filaments, and a lime green and a red. And then it has a USB cable, which I guess you use with your cell phone charging things. So I actually have one here. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in, and hopefully I'm gonna go ahead and plug this to the wall first. And I'm gonna plug this in. Okay. Oh, and it lights up red. So let's see here. Let's kind of put this there for now. Use the little box as a little stand for it. I'm gonna put these here. But just to give you some specifications, I guess they come in different colors. They have red, blue, yellow, black, which is the one that I have. I have the black. And then there's also white, and it's model M1, which I believe is probably an older model. They probably have come up with newer models. I wasn't really too worried about the model and which one was better or not better. I just really wanted to get one going. And I did see some reviews real quick because I had like, I think it was like 5 minutes before the auction ended. So I tried to do as much research in 5 minutes as I possibly could. And it's a 1-button operation, and it's micro USB port available. So you can take it on the go. And it's PLA and PCL usable. So you can use 2 different kinds of filaments with this. And UV unblocked nozzle, so you have the ability to unscrew this in order to take out any filament that might get jammed up in there. And then it's got a replaceable screw nozzle, so if you end up damaging this at some point in time, then you can also replace this piece here. So that's pretty cool. And I'll have to see what these buttons are for. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. So this is pretty much an instruction manual about safety. So it gives you the safety instruction. And okay, it's got a little hole here in the back, which is where you feed your filament through. Let's see. Filament option key, PCL. Okay, so this is your option key. So depending on which kind of little plastic feeding you're going to be putting through the ends of this, then you have the option of choosing which one you're going to use there. And so I guess that's what these little arrow buttons are for. So it's kind of like what a glue gun would be, but except that it's using plastic and not that. So let's see, any other useful information on the other side. So one side is in English, the other side is in some other language. I'm not sure which one it is. So let's go ahead and try this. So I'm gonna go and grab my lime green. And it's making some kind of feeding noise. So I don't know if it detected that it's around it or what. And then I got this box to go with it. And let's open up this box and see. And I have pretty much every color that I can possibly need to use, including clear. And it also comes with, I guess, some kind of an instruction manual and all of the different you know, packaging and tools. There's 20 different packages. You have all different colors. Not to mention that I ordered some from Wish, so I'll review those when I get those and see if they will work with this. But yes, you guys. Let's see. I'm going to put this down. And let's see what this brochure includes. Oh, okay. So it's got like some designs. Oh, and it's got a little plastic sheet for being able to stick templates under there. So let's see what we can make. I really wanted to try this so badly, you guys. So this is really cool. The box of filaments, which is, let me just bring this back up. It's a 3D filament, brings 20 colors, and I think that's the name of the company. So the box looks kind of like this, so you guys can see. And it's 1.75 mm is the diameter of the filament. So hopefully this will fit well and work well, which I think that they should. So we have some stencils that came with this, super fun. And I see a little bunny. This is my plastic. So we actually have a little truck that we can make. We have this one that has like sunshines and rainbows and just different colors of suns that you can make. We have some other ones that where you can make actually a pinwheel, a carousel. That'll be super cool to make. On the other side, these have images on the back as well. Oh, we have the, oh, that's going to be cute. I'm definitely going to try to make that. We have a bunny and then a truck on the one side. Then we have this little mouse. And then this carousel that you can make. We have the sun. And we have a flower, helicopter, and a house. We even have an angry bird that we can make. We have some other little cute characters that we can make. We have this one. And pretty much what you're going to end up making is a 3D model of whatever your image is, you know, whatever your image is. So you can pretty much even print out some images yourself and go ahead and try these out. Oh, this is super cute. You can make little 3D benches, make glasses. And this one is the one that I saw that made me fall in love. I saw somebody make the SpongeBob on YouTube. So if you're looking to see what that looks like, then you know, search up SpongeBob 3D printing and you'll see how that is made. Super, super fun. Let's see what I can do. I'll definitely have to try other printing pens before I can make a comparison between how any of them actually do work. Right now for this one, my main objective with this was to create my own stencils and to create you know, 3D objects that I can use in my mixed media art, like maybe creating my own molds and stuff like that. And I have ran out of filament, which is fine. I'll just let that kind of fill out. I'm gonna let this get nice and hard so that I can see. But I really wanted to create, like, you know, my own stencils, my own types of you know, designs and stuff that I can use in my mixed media art. That was really the reason why I got this. Not so much for like building toys or 3D models in the, you know, in the sense of like little figurines and stuff like that. Like, I'm probably gonna try it just to see like how it is. But really my main objective was not so much to create 3D objects per se, but mainly to create you know, stenciling. I'm gonna also try to, I'm gonna try this with a mold, you guys, with a silicone mold, and see what it'll do. So I'm going to use this little silicone mold here and see what this will do. And I'm going to use their little finger protectors. Oh, still feeding through. It's like it has a sensor or something like that. It has like some kind of a sensor. So I'm going to clip this little end off. I'm going to use about maybe this much. And it's blinking now. So I don't know. It still has a little bit in there. And it seemed like it had worn itself out. So it did feed that through. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that in through the back. And let that feed the rest of it out. And it kind of does just just go. So I'm gonna try this with this and see like how this behaves. Put it in this little cavity here. And I'm just gonna push it in as I go. And see if this is something that can give me the detail maybe that I want for some of my pieces. And I'm just going to fill these little holes in. And remember, you guys, with me, everything's about somehow implementing it into my art. So if I can make little plastic molds, then that beats me having to buy resin. That beats me having to use those types of things. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out and see if it'll give me the dimension, and definitely if it captures the details like I want it to. So I'm just kind of filling in all of the little crevices in my mold here. I thought I would do this kind of review slash demo for those of us that are not really interested in maybe making 3D models like some of the videos that we see, but maybe we want to somehow implement this into the things that we already have. And you know me, you guys, I'm all about that DIY. And I've experimented with cold porcelain. I've experimented with polymer clay. I've also experimented with paper clay. And they all have their positives and they all have their negatives. So I'm really just trying to see if I can find something that is easy for me to play with, that I can have fun creating different things. Maybe something that I could even create a mold using. Maybe I can even make molds using this. Like, I'm really trying to see if I can do all of these things and some. And it has taken all of the filament. Yep. And I'm just going to push this down. I'm going to turn this off. This thing gets extremely, extremely hot, you guys. So let's see. I'm going to put this here for now. But I really want to see. It cools down rather quickly though. It cools down rather quickly, but I'm really eager to see. This has completely cooled down. And as you can see, if you can kind of layer this enough, then you could definitely make all kinds of really, you know, all different kinds of stencils. You can create your designs on paper and then place your plastic covering sheet on top of your paper. And then you can go ahead and draw out, you know, all of your 2D designs. And if you want to make them as deep or, you know, as deep as you want, you can go ahead and do that. Let's see how hard it would be for me to pull this out of these molds. And it looks like it'll be rather easy to pull out. And they're still kind of warm, which can actually benefit me in some ways because I can actually pull them out a little bit while they're warm and give them shape. And what I will say, I don't know if you guys can capture that very well, but it does give me the detail. So let me grab another mold, something a little bit more detailed. Like, let me try this Prima Mold that I have here. I'm actually going to change the filament color and I'm going to go with this green. I'm going to have so much fun. So definitely stay tuned. If you guys want to see other things that I make with these, with this type of tool, let me know. We have to wait for the light to turn green. Once the light turns green, then it's ready to be fed. So once that light stops flashing red and it turns green, then we can go ahead and feed it. I am super, super excited. I'm going to grab a nice generous amount of this. I don't want to have the whole roll kind of dangling. I can always feed more into it. Feeding it is actually rather simple. So you put your filament in the back and you push your operations button, which is in the front. At least for this model, other models might vary. And it's pushing out the rest of that filament. I'm going to go ahead and put my little protective, and let's see here. Just going to go ahead and start feeding this in there. And here we go. Now we're starting to feed some of that red. So just kind of pushing it down as you go. And I think this is a really awesome tool for creating these types of things. And it'll be out of a hard plastic once it dries. And what's really awesome about it is you can get into the really tight crevices, the little tight nook spots. No waiting hours for it to dry. So this is definitely, you know, I'm making this video mostly to appeal to you know, my crafters and people who like to do this kind of art and implement these kinds of things. I think I found an easier way for you guys to get some of your homemade items done. And it does get really hot, you guys, so make sure you use some type of finger protector with this. Make sure you're not pinching the cable like I was just doing. And I'm just pretty much letting it go in and then just filling it all in as it goes. It does take a little bit of time to get it all in there. So if you are an impatient person, this might not be the task for you, but it'll definitely be worth your while once you get them all done. So just put it in and push it down. While it's still warm, it'll all hold on to itself. It's like kind of like what silicone does. The silicone sticks to silicone. And I think I'm about done. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of stop this and just kind of continue to mold this towards the back here and fill that in. I do believe that I'm going to find myself using my other little finger protectors more though than what I am using this right here. How much do I have left? Let's see what I can do with one of these little key molds here. So let's go into this little key mold right here. And I'm going to go around the whole base of it first. And I love inventing and just playing around with different things. And I'm a total DIY girl, and I think this is going to solve a lot of problems for me. And filament is way cheaper, you guys, than resin. You can get a whole bunch of filament for what you pay for your resin mixes. The pen might cost you a little bit, and I haven't reviewed anything as far as what's offered on the Wish app or none of the other sites. This is an actual name brand pen, is not a generic one. So I'm going to order a generic one to see which one is good, at least to review it, and hopefully I can get you guys a really affordable option. This one on the market right now, if you was to buy it straight off, you're going to spend like a good $30 for it. Between $30 and $40 for this brand, but they do have other ones that are more affordable. But you have to be careful which ones you buy because they don't all take the same kind of plastic. At least from what I understand so far of how this kind of works. And you do get a very faint smell of not even burning plastic, almost like battery, like you kind of smell battery a little bit. But I think that's from the chamber being hot and heating up. And my filament is almost done, so let me go ahead and keep feeding. Okay, that's taking that. And then with this, hopefully by that time this will be a little bit more drier. Then this will conclude my review for the most part, you know, my review slash demo. I think I'm going to enjoy this a lot. I think for some of us DIYers, this will be a great asset to our inventory as far as creating dimensional things and things that we can add to our mixed media canvases and projects. You know, creating all different kinds of things that we can add. And also, as you guys can see, I'm creating molds and they pop out easily from the silicone molds. You don't get them, they don't stick. So that's a plus right there. You can create your own unique pieces with a lot of character. And you guys know that every time I discover something new, I love bringing it to you. And I had a feeling this was going to work for that purpose, which is why I really, really wanted to get it. Once I saw some of the other YouTubers kind of creating their own stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I can use this to make all kinds of stuff for my art. And yes, you guys, super, super awesome. You can use this for making charms. You can use this for all kinds of stuff. They sell all kinds of filaments, including clear. So you can actually, you know, embed things into this. I don't know if the clear dries clear, but hopefully I'll be able to figure that out soon enough. And I'll definitely have more videos showcasing some of these projects. I have a whole box that I'm going to run through like wildfire. So, yes, you guys, super, super fun. So let's stop this. I'm still two-handed with this because, you know, it is what it is for right now. And I just got this in the mail. Literally, the UPS guy just dropped it off, and I'm like, oh, I gotta try it. I've been waiting for a long time. So you see, this is why I might not use this, because this kind of slips around a little bit in my finger. This seems to be dry. So let's see. It pops out really, really easy from the mold. And yes, you guys. Yes, you guys. This is awesome. Oh, wait till I show my friend Janet. She's gonna be like, what? I need one of those. So you guys, let me see if I can show you the detail on this. Absolutely fabulous. And it has done the job. It has done exactly what I needed to do. And let me see if I can focus in a little bit on that. You guys can see all of the dimensions on here. And if you end up doing this, you guys, please give credit to the source of inspiration. I would really appreciate that, because I know for a fact this is not being done here on YouTube. Well, I won't say for a fact, but I'm pretty sure, because in all of my 3D printing search videos that I didn't see anybody using this for the purpose of creating molds and these kinds of things. So this one's still a little sticky. You'll feel that it's kind of sticky while it's still drying, but it dries really, really fast, you guys. And look at this. You can do green, red. I mean, you can do different colors. So you can actually make multi-toned pieces. And then what you can do with something like this really quickly is maybe grab some of your, you know, buffing things. Let me go ahead and spray this down a little bit because it's a little dry. If I can find my water. Here we go. Gonna rub my finger in it a little bit. And you can gesso these things up. And yes, you guys, You can literally purchase the box of filaments for dirt cheap online, or you can purchase packages individually, depending on how much length you're looking for. Depending on the kind of mold that you're trying to make, you can really get, you know, a nice bang for your buck. I haven't, you know, done the math as far as cost effectiveness, but as far as being able to create all different kinds of things, I think that this is really, really going to be awesome. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my tool. I'm going to clip this and then turn off my tool. So pretty much, in order to, you know, get this cleaned out, what you have to do is you have to clip it, and then you just have to let it feed out whatever's in there. And then it'll be ready for you to use the next time that you go in to use it. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I already have some gold on mine, so no taking this one back, which I don't plan on it anyway. But super, super cool. I think this is dry. Right, it's a little warm, so it's still a little flexible. So I think that if you take it out while it's still a little warm, you'll be able to get some flex out of it. And this is cool because I saw Mom to create. She did some pieces, some resin pieces, and she took them out of the molds. Well, this, I'm still gonna leave this in there. It's still not ready. The center around the keyhole is still kind of warm, so I'm gonna give this a few more seconds, a few more minutes to get done. But I think that this is gonna be cool, and now I can make some molds quick, fast, and in a hurry, and I don't have to go crazy, and I could just gesso them when I'm done. And then if I want to change the color, I can change the color. So it doesn't even really matter to me what color filaments I'm using. But if you want to be specific for like charms and stuff like that, then you can just get the colors of the filaments that you need. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to leave the name of the product down below. Let me know what you guys think, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to add some pictures of what this looks like with the golds. And then I'm going to gesso this one and do a whole, you know, do over on one side so that you guys can still see that it's the same piece. And yes, you guys, super, super, super fun. So thanks so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I hope that this has inspired you, and maybe, you know, you'll give it a try. Who knows? Thanks so much for watching. Bye.